What's going on, guys? We're gonna film a new video today, and we're gonna start off by sanding the front bumper. Got the sander and some sanding discs. I'm just gonna sand it and put some zip ties on all the cracks. See how it looks? It's pretty like beat, so I really don't care how it looks. I'm just gonna sand it down, and we can throw it back on the car, and it'll look better than no front bumper. So then I also have a list of stuff I have to do to the Z before the 13th. So I'm gonna write that out and put it up right here, and we'll start a list. I wanna get a whiteboard, just wrote up the list. So we just finished up the list. I can do most of this today. I can fix the wires. I'm gonna do the bumper, bump stops, and the fire extinguisher. And then we have to do the hood vents, get in the front coils tomorrow. The motor mount, I have to buy that still, and the battery tie down. And then this is like, if I want to lower the driver's seat a little bit, but if I can't, it's no big deal. So that's like not a priority, but everything else up there needs to get done before Thompson on the 13th. So I just finished sanding up the bumper. I got as many rock chips as I could out of it. There's still cracks and everything, but I can't find a bumper anywhere. And Shotzi wants to go home, so I'm gonna bring her home, get onto these clothes, and then come back, clean up. So I got a little carried away on bodywork today. Pulled the top of the spoiler off. I'm gonna paint this gloss black. Sanded the whole front bumper. That thing's ready to be primered and painted. And then over here on the wing, sanded all the cracks down and then bondoed it. It's almost dry. I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and then I can sand that tomorrow. I got all the big cracks right now, but it's gonna be good for this season. Next season I'm probably gonna paint the whole car and fix the quarter panels. So I think we're going to Justin's now.
See, the trick is you gotta spool the turbo. It's like nitrous.
That's not how you spool it. She used to love me, but she died.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh my god.
No hand! Out on you anyway.
The day has finally come. Getting rid of lowering springs up front. Picked up some BCs for the front. Pull these wheels off. I also sold my wheels and bought these. They look so much better on this. And the wing is getting all redone. Filled in all the cracks. Gonna get some paint for it this week. Paint match to the car. Then the top is gonna be gloss black. So we come over here. Today we will get the front coils on and remove the bump stops. Motor mount will be here tomorrow or Tuesday, and the bumper is gonna get painted at the same time as the wing. So yeah, this list is getting shorter and shorter. And then if we come in the car, I also lowered the back of the seat, because before, how I had the seat mount, my head was literally on the roof, so, and that was without a helmet. So right now it's sitting a lot lower. I'm gonna start on the front. I'm gonna pull these wheels off, pull the coils out, the lowering springs, remove the bump stops, and throw the coils in. So I guess the strut bar has to come out. This is why I didn't want to put it in before, but it's 8 bolts to take it out. Take a couple seconds, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so once you get the strut bar off, 3 bolts under here, they're 312s, and then there's 1 bolt down here, right there, and the strut can come out. Well, I just thought about it, and I'm going to remove the lower one first. Alright, so before you take on the top 2 bolts, you want to pull these off. And then there's 1 more in here. And if you come over here, there's a brake line. So I believe you just take this 12 mil out and the brake line is off. Okay, now it's time for the top 3 bolts. They're just 12s and the strut can come out just like that. The 3 bolts are out, and then you can push down here and the strut will come out. Alright, so after some prying, the strut should fall right out and you can slide your new coilover in. Out with the old, time for the new. You can already see how much lower the BCs are. They're gonna take some adjusting to get them to fit with the wheels right, but I'm gonna throw these in. Alright, so it makes it a lot easier to do this if you just leave the top hats unbolted so you can get both sides in. But I'm gonna pull these bump stops off, and then I'll button up the tops. We'll see how much angle we got. Alright, so now we can come back here. That's done, and that's done. We have to get a whiteboard for back here so we can have some legit lists, but the list is getting shorter. Alright, so we just got everything all in there for now. I'm gonna lower them a little more this week. I just don't feel like dealing with it right now, so
Should have ran it over. Just got the Nardi in completely with the horn and everything. So I've done that. I gotta hook up the horn in the front because Alex just took it out. Gotta find a random horn to put in. He's gonna show us what this thing's got. For the win, baby. Scraping something. What are you doing? Kid can't even do a burnout. What the heck are you doing?
the brake thing.
Oh, so use the e-brake. Honestly, I like these wheels a lot. This idiot.
Ooh, 350Zs have this weird thing where when you push the brakes, it cuts all the power. This week I'm gonna rig up a little thing so you just push a switch. It'll shut that off, but it shuts off your rear brake lights. So if I leave it off for the track and then turn it back on, that's why I want to put it on a switch so I can turn it back on and shut it off for the track. It does somewhat of a burnout. Now he's gonna show off.
Just want to get burnout clips with the wheels.
Wish my car would actually do burnouts right now. I'll figure it out this week. Tim had a switch in it, so I'm gonna do the same thing Tim did, but I'm gonna put it in one of the spots where the VDC is, so come on, bake them off.
Big move.
What a ricer. And they settled in to be pretty much the same on both sides. So I'm all set on the front, I guess. The rear I have to put spacers on and lower it a little bit more so we can get rid of some of this gap. But other than that, suspension's almost done on this thing. So like I was saying yesterday, I was gonna put this switch for the burnout mod, I guess, next to the VDC. And Brian picked up these rims last night. You got such a steal on them.
I didn't know how rare they were. I just got an implant, so excuse me, but I didn't know how rare they are, but they're pretty rare. I got them for an absolute steal. So now I'm going to refinish them.
But we come over here, like I was saying, this is just gonna slide in right there, and that'll be the brake light mod or the burnout mod. Alright, so if you look right here, I'm pushing the brake, the switch is off and the taillights are on. Switch it on, pushing the brakes, and the taillights are off. So it works. It's the job done. Alright, so we just finished the burnout mod slash brake fuse mod. And I just put the hood vents in. So now we have the motor mount will be here today. I can do the crank angle sensor and fire extinguisher right now. I mounted the fire extinguisher behind my seat. I think that'll be fine. The seat can go all the way back and you can still get to it, so. I'll work on the crank angle sensor wires now. You can see the hood vents are in. It looks a lot better than without them. I painted them black real quick. So, I'm gonna jack it up, fix the crank angle. Well, all I have to do is wrap it in electrical tape because we spliced the wires because I thought the connector was bad on the other engine. Alright, after many attempts, if we come down here, as you can see right there, I just wrapped up the crank angle sensor wires. Wow, it's in the air. I'm gonna start it and there's an exhaust leak somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. If I can't, it's no big deal, but might as well feel around for it. So we got the new engine mount here. And this blown out one that was in there. So I'm just gonna throw this in. The new engine mount is in. It was a little bit of a pain to find the right nut for the bottom, but when I installed the engine I never put a nut on that side, so I did that. Then I put the nut on this side, and as you can see, nice and pretty, and hopefully my engine doesn't flex like crazy anymore, so just have to reinstall the filter and the engine mount is done. Come over here, cross this off, and just like that we are down to paint and a battery tie down. So even if I can't get paint in time for Thompson, I don't care. Car's ready. All I need is a battery tie down and we're set for tech. Well, I'm gonna try and paint the car too so it looks a little better. Front bumper sanded and the wing, I gotta pick up paint this week, and then she's ready to become one color again. If you guys like this video, subscribe, comment, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.